Saint Lucia is engaged in a growing national conversation on reproductive health and fertility, as concerns mount over a declining population and a shrinking number of young workers. Minister for Health, Wellness and Nutrition, Moses Baptiste, says the issue is critical and requires careful attention, noting that the country must fully understand the direction in which its population is heading.
The role of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Nutrition is to put out the facts and to ensure St. Lucians are aware of what is happening. There is something called a population pyramid. Over the last 20 to 30 years, 40 years, that population pyramid looks something like this, where you have the majority of the people in the bottom. There are young people and the older people at the top in this pyramid. If you look at the population pyramid today, it's more like some sort of skyscraper tower, almost evenly split, bulging at the middle, going up to the top. What this means is that more and more we have fewer younger people in the population, and then more and more we have an aging population, more and more. Now this is very important to know. We know to replenish the population we need a rate of 2.1 per person giving birth. Right now it is probably something like 1.6 thereabout, which means that we do not have enough individuals, enough children being born to replenish the population at its current situation.
The minister explained that based on current data, the Ministry of Health has already begun implementing targeted initiatives to address gaps and provide support where it is most needed.
Our job is to ensure that we get the statistics, and I'm sure Department of Equity is doing the same, to let St. Lucians know what the situation is so that we can make informed choices. The personal choice belongs to every individual, but we need to know the situation in the country. So for health, what does that mean? It means we need to now plan for an aging population. We need to now have even more services at our wellness centers for older people. We need to begin to think about private sector people who want to invest in elderly homes, for example, or we need to have collaborations with Department of Equity and so on, so that families can be trained to take care of older people within our families. We need to now begin to see on the economic side and the growth side, how do we encourage even more older people to be part of the economy? So the thing is real, that the population pyramid for St. Lucia is looking very different. And if you do the research, you see.
He added that collaboration across government ministries has been strengthened to ensure a coordinated and effective response, particularly in shaping policies that support informed decision-making on health and population matters.
We are working on this together with other ministries, but at the same time, it's very important for St. Lucians to have the knowledge, to know to know the reality. And there are lots of other implications that I don't want to go into. NIC contributions, individuals who are retiring and the age of retirement, all of that, schools and many classrooms that are closing down because of classroom sizes are reducing and so on. We simply need to know and to understand what the implications are so we as a country can prepare for it 10 years, 20 years down the road.
The health minister says continued dialogue and data-driven planning will be key as the country navigates these demographic changes. For 7TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.